It's not okay to be average in the modern day, and I'm going to tell you why. So, in this video, I'm going to tell you pretty much exactly why, first of all, the average man will just never get sex, like, never get laid, ever. I'm seeing it with my clients, I'm seeing it with guys that want to join my program. There's a lot of guys that have good jobs, that are nice dudes, that just don't get laid. So, what I've realized over the past like 2.5 years of coaching men on how to be more attractive towards women is that the average guy just he doesn't stand a chance. Okay? Because first of all, women have more options than they ever have before. The internet opens up doors for, sevens and eights to date the tens, to date the guys that are tens, because location is no longer an issue anymore. And also, these high level top tier guys, they're not settling down with anyone. They're not monogamous. So they're banging like 10 chicks. They're banging 15 chicks. And so it's like, well, who suffers from that? Well, the guys that normally they'd be a 5 or a 6, they'd have a nice stable job, they'd be nice guys, they'd be decent looking, and they'd be kind of a pussy, but it wouldn't really matter because they'd settle down with a nice girl. It's a 5 or a 6. They'd get a white picket fence, they'd get a dog, they'd have a family, they'd be like happy, right? And that's that's the narrative that a lot of guys have been fed as the thing you should do or the thing that you want to do. And what you'll realize is as you start to push yourself towards that narrative, as you get older, as time flies by, you'll realize that the results haven't actually come. You've done all the work. You've become a nice guy. You've become a relatively, nice dude. You've gotten a good job. You're socially aware. You can talk to people. Maybe you're a little shy, but you're not a loser or anything. Like you have things going for you. Or maybe you're even a little below average. You're like kind of a loser, but you only have a little bit to go until you are average and you can get that nice girl. But here's the thing. That nice girl, she's with a guy that's a 7. She's with a guy that's an 8. Because all of the guys at the top are taking all the high quality women, okay? And so that leaves you, the average man, the normal guy, to be screwed. And so that's why being normal, being average, is not an option anymore. Like if you're a normal guy, if you're an average guy watching this video, you know this because you're getting walked all over by other people. Women treat you like shit. They ghost you, they flake on you, they test you and you fail consistently, systematically over years and years and years because you don't even know you're getting tested. If you're just starting to find this channel or find like dating advice in general, then like you don't even know you're getting tested, right? And you're just failing these tests over and over and over that you don't even know life is throwing at you, and you're just keeping stuck in the same place. Maybe you've been stuck in the same place for 5 years. You had the same job, maybe you make a little bit more money, but ultimately it's not helping. You keep trying to connect with women, you keep trying to be social, but it just doesn't work. And you've never been able to make the meaningful changes that would make you a guy that actually deserves, because here's the facts, like you don't deserve results. You don't deserve to date the high quality women that you want unless you're above average. Okay, so you haven't taken those actions yet, and you probably don't even know what they are. So it's not your fault. Like I don't want you to get upset at that. But if you're average, it's just not good enough. Women are going to reject you. I have some notes down here. People, they'll just walk all over you. Other men will dominate you and disrespect you. Like that sounds fucking hardcore, but it's true. Like other men will come into your interactions with women. They will dominate you and disrespect you. Like that's happened to me when I'm like an 18-year-old kid and I'm learning how to talk to women. I spent 8 years learning how to like approach and talk to women and like get good at cold approach and all that kind of stuff, like pickup artist shit. And I would just get disrespected. Like grown men would come up and just bully me. High value men would come up and bully me, and I didn't stand a chance. Because if you're an average guy, you just don't. You just don't stand a chance. You can't just be okay anymore. You have to actually be high value at a minimum. Okay? So guys look at, you look at guys like me and, you've seen I have some cool reels of me going home with girls and like talking to a lot of women being attracted to me that I took over like a 2-month span. So like all these videos of me going on dates and stuff were all over like pretty much like a 2 to 3 month span. And like that's just what my life kind of looks like when I'm trying to meet women. It's not that hard. But like you see guys like that and you're like, man, that guy's really high value, so I just got to get a little below that. That's not true. I'm barely high value. I live in a decent apartment in a decent part of town. I make a decent amount of money, but I'm like a guy that makes enough money that like got out of college. I just go to the gym. I know how to talk to women. I'm kind of a badass when it comes to women. I'm pretty dominant in my interactions. I just know what I'm doing. I have a lot of skills when it comes to like charisma and communication, talking to women. Okay. And so that's why I'm getting results. And so I'm high value, but like I'm barely high value. So I am like the minimum, right, for getting significant results in your dating life. Maybe a little bit below where I'm at. And that's just the facts. So, you see guys like me on the internet coaching other men into how to be more attractive, and you see the testimonials that I post, like I post them on Facebook and other social platforms. Like you see the testimonials I post and everything. It's like, those are the guys that I take to the bare minimum, right? My program is like a springboard for those guys. It gets you to the point where you're barely high value, right? And then you have to keep going. So this is not, if you're an average guy and you would call yourself actually an average guy, you have a lot of work to do. There's no exceptions. There's no exceptions. Like if you want to be in a relationship where you feel in control, where you don't feel like the girl's wearing the pants and she's bossing you around, nagging you all the time, you need to know how to talk to women. You need to know at a bare minimum how to build an aesthetic physique. Like you don't need to be like jacked. Like I'm not I'm not huge. Like I don't look crazy, but I look good, right? I look like I care about myself. You need to be financially stable. Like if you're not financially stable as a man, like you need to get there. You need to build the skills and the character traits. And like that's actually a big thing that I help guys with in my program. I'll have guys come in and they're in debt and they don't even know how to get under control. And a lot of it is discipline. And I'm going to get into in a second why you seem to be stuck and why you seem to be so average. And it's probably not what you think. But if you are not making friends everywhere you go and challenging yourself every day, like literally challenging yourself every single day to be a stronger, more charismatic, more financially stable, more powerful man, you're going to lose. And so that's like the harsh reality. But there is good news, okay? The good news is that it doesn't take a whole lot to be high value. Okay? It takes a little bit of time. And the more you know going into that journey, the more effective you'll be at getting there quicker. Because a lot of guys, they'll put in time and work. They'll put in thousands of hours on dating apps. They'll put in thousands of dollars into learning how to specifically approach one type of girl in one type of venue. But they don't learn how to be a man that naturally attracts women. And so you're probably putting way too much effort into how do I get these small little low leverage wins that will make me more attractive. And it does work, but it's not the high leverage shit. It's not guys coming into my program and after 8 weeks, and this isn't just a pitch. It's like guys come into my program and after 8 weeks, they have a calendar full of dates when just a couple weeks before they were getting left for other men and like ghosted. Like those are the types of changes that you can expect when you start learning how to be an attractive man. If you're interested in coaching with me, the link's in the description for to start the application process. We only take 5 men per month, so we only enroll 5 guys per month. I think we have 2 spots left, and we have some calls coming up with applicants. So if you're interested in this month or next month, definitely sign up for that. What's the solution here? The solution is to delay gratification. The reason that so many men are stuck and so many men feel average and they feel like they have no time, they feel like they have no energy to go out and go for what they want and change their life is because you're just distracted. You're distracted by instant gratification. Think about it. You wake up, you check your phone. That's 30 minutes gone. Okay. You get up, you go to work. All right. You go on your lunch break on your phone again, scrolling, right? You're scrolling on your phone. You get home from work. Okay. Go back to work, get home from work. You come home, you watch Netflix for 2 hours, right? Then you scroll on social media for 2 hours. Then you play video games for 3 hours with your buddies. You smoke some weed, you drink some alcohol. Okay. You drink a couple beers, have a joint, right? And then you're tired. Your brain's dead. You have no energy. You can't go and get up early. You go to bed at midnight. You wake up at 6 a.m., 7 a.m. And you wonder why you're tired. And you're stuck in this loop. You're stuck in this loop where you're stuck. You can't get out. Modern addictions have completely destroyed the modern man. Like the addictions of instant gratification are just too much for a lot of guys and they don't even know that they're stuck. And so the good news for you is that if you can cut those out, which is a very difficult thing to do, it's one of the first things that we have our clients work on, But if you can cut those out, cut out those modern addictions, you will be less distracted and you'll have the ability to focus. Like, think about it. If you just had 50% more mental clarity and you just thought about the right things instead of the wrong things 50% more, like, do you think you'd be able to get better with women? Do you think you'd be able to find a way to make more money? Probably, because it's not like you're a stupid person. You're an average guy. And so that's how you break out of average. It's so easy to break out of average now that it's literally inexcusable. You just have to know. And up until now, you probably didn't know. You probably didn't know that you were getting, destroyed by modern addictions. But now that you know, now you can do something about it. So now it is your fault. If you stop watching this video and you don't do anything to change your life, if you don't do anything to remove modern addictions from your life, then it is your fault. Your results are completely your fault. You have the info now. Now you know about my channel. You can go and watch other videos on my channel about how to attract women, how to be a man that women are attracted to for the rest of their lives. You can watch that. You can figure out how to do it. So it's all there. The resources are there now. You have no choice but to win. Okay, like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you're new. Leave a comment below. Let me know what videos you want to see from me in the future. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.